Yeah, I haven't settled on a time, and well, the results when I've tried to go live directly from setting up live, two of them anyway, were bah. So the surprise broadcasts, even though it means I start off with no viewers. So, how long will I have zero viewers? Certainly a minute, but yeah, I can roll with that. How are you today? What time is it where you're watching me from? Or, well, not watching me as the case, but currently is. Ooh, yeah, but if I talked all in verse, I'd want to capture those word. I'd want to capture those words as writing. So I won't talk all in verse. Hmm. Yes, I am looking at that. That zero is starting to laugh at me. Ha 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 ha. You had 124 views when you stopped broadcasting last night. And now 2 minutes in, you've got nobody. Nobody's watching you. Ha 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 ha. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's watching you. Nobody is watching you. No one's ever gonna watch you again. Yeah, my inner critic is very harsh sometimes. I mean, I know. Well, will I ever have the numbers I had last night? Because I had 124 to end the broadcast, or as I keep trying to make it a thing, Hapscast, and have since added on at least 78, because maybe I had more views since I last checked. And even when I checked previously, I was at, yeah, I checked twice, and I went from 197 total to 202. So I know the numbers are going to take a hit, but if I go too long with zero, I'm going to feel, well, you can imagine how I might feel. Which begs the question, if a broadcaster broadcasts and no one's listening, oh, I got one. Hello, how are you today? Welcome to my latest Hapscast. I'm Charles Petrie, and you're my lone viewer. How are you today? And where are you catching me from? As my desktop struggles to give me the view I want it to. There we go. Okay. Hey, it's dragon. It's cursor. Cursor. There we go. And yes, it's also my, if I'm numbered correctly, ooh, 204. If it's numbered correctly, this is my 24th, 25th. Yep, it is my 25th Hapscast. 25th Petrie Cast. But I press on regardless. So how are you guys today? Ladies, I don't know. Whoever's listening, whoever's watching, there's two of you. Viewer 1, meet viewer 2, viewer 2, meet viewer 1. Well, for all I know, you're the fastest of friends. So I'm just, this is my daily drawing from the daily folder. And I'm still haven't missed, come on. Hey, cursor. Ah. So how's the picture quality? Am I? Because on my screen I'm frozen, but that could just be because my desktop is being a jerk. Oops. Yeah, I could have drawn a short little man. Okay, am I? Okay, I'm not seeing. Okay, is my? Okay, that's better. Could I use a new computer? Yes, I could. but it's not at the top of my list of priorities. Okay, I don't like this. My my desktop's still being a jerk. Because I'm not seeing. Come on, stop being a jerk. Seriously? Eee. I want to see it play. Come on. Don't you give me these ideas that it's not streaming. I want to see it play. Come on. Okay, that's better. Finally. These ideas that it's not streaming. Such a jerk. Adventures in Streaming. Featuring who? Who is he? That's me. And my 3 viewers. Hello. How are you doing today? Viewer 1 and 2 meet viewer 3. Viewer 3 meet viewer 1 and 2. Or have you met before? Hmm. Well, 13 minutes in, having 3. I've probably had that before. Certainly had the shy crowd before. Most of my crowds tend to be shy. Well, sometimes I am pleasantly surprised and actually have some back and forth, which makes for a better broadcast, but well, if you can't have a good broadcast without interaction, then what kind of broadcaster are you? Well, I never thought I'd be any kind of broadcaster, so that might be telling. Though I never, well, I haven't been much one for. I don't imagine in detail. I just imagine a general path. But my general path, yeah, I never included me. Yakking away on the internet. Well, I have YouTube videos up. No, not under my name. Want to track them down? Check out What of Meh. Yeah, I was. That's my original channel on YouTube. All one word. What of Meh? MEH. Quality of the camera I use. This one's way much better. Well, it will be a very intimate performance today because I thought I could reach numbers of 30, but well, 30 is looking mighty ambitious right now. Not that you tuned in to hear me whinge about numbers, and I, well, is it whinging or is it just stating facts? Because you can whinge factually. Well, if you're speaking factually, then is it whinging? In any event, I knew there was going to be fewer numbers for me, given the time of day that I'm casting at, even though my reach is the world. I have worldwide reach. And to think I could be writing. So, what do you think? What's happening for you today? Oh, oh, today's the 23rd. Are you having a good day today? Did you have a good day today? Oh, yeah, that's not. Hmm. Hmm. So, what do you want next? Or you don't. Well, you're a shy crowd, so odds are you're not going to answer, and that's your right. Do I peach it up, or do I wait to do that tonight? And he never again had such an impressive for him viewing numbers. And in fact, he had 17 broadcasts in a row where his best was 9 viewers. And then he stopped broadcasting every day. And it was only 20 years later that people said, "Do you remember that guy? For a time, he was broadcasting every day, and maybe he might have made something of himself if he'd stuck with it." Oh, yeah, I wonder whatever happened to him. Eh, probably nothing. He quit. Loser. What is the future? Yeah, the daily is done. And the daily doesn't always get colored, so I'm not feeling the color of the daily. Hey, for all I know, none of you three are even here. Because I think I get a lot of hit and run viewers. Hey, let's tune into the car accident waiting, the car accident. Ah! Oh yeah, let's do some easy advertising. Point the camera thus. Oops, not there. There. Oh, oops. Yes. Ooh, 4. That's long enough. I'll give you a shot of the little guy who hasn't. Was supposed to be. Well, the main character, I guess, is Strupp, but. Yeah. I don't draw people very well, and drawing them the same, yeah, not my thing. Yeah. So maybe I'll come back to some drawing after. Ah. Hmm. Oh, and viewer number 4, welcome. Meet viewer number 1, 2, and 3. Viewer 1, 2, 3. Meet viewer number 4. And for all I know, you're the only one here. I don't know. I'm just gonna turn the mic off as I type because my typing is a little loud for some when they're watching. So, but I'll be back. You can watch my fingers fly by if any of you are still here. Or would you prefer that I tap? Would you prefer to hear the tapping? Hmm. I'm in the midst of casting now, and the numbers are, of course, well below, yes, though quite a bit lower than even I but thought that they could be. Yet still I press valiantly on. And now I see I ain't feeling my poetry like I was before, and I am struck with a pain in mine own face. And I'm glad the point, and I'm glad the can't read either. And I'm glad the camera's pointed at my doing and not at me, because I look but like I'm struggling with pain, though what the source but is, I cannot possibly know. Other than it's weird. And yeah, I got like pain in my. I was feeling it in my nose, but it wasn't like something on my nose. It was just that was the seeming starting point of it, and it's not. It's just sort of shadows of it are still there. I don't know. I've had worse pain, but I don't normally get headaches, so I don't know what that was. Yeah, I had a nose ache. Now I'm about to write something weird. Then again, like it's wondering. Then again, so's the root, attached to a creepy looking eye staring back at me, like it's wondering, why am I attached to it instead of the other way around? Now, in reality, that ain't what happened. I just had me a pain that mostly passed, and being the clever little writer that I think I be, this idea just popped in my head, so I went and ran with it. Straight on to Tavenden Heights, one of the names proposed for good old Hap City, the famous city of the more famous daily strip that burst forth out into the waiting world in June of 21, and was still going strong when its first good dreamer passed his baton. June of 72. I'm still here. I'm typing away. Now that but surely is putting the cart before the horse. Like the strip ain't even have. Now that but surely is putting the cart before the horse. Like the strip ain't even have that lone, but that lone. Hmm, yes, But that one lone fool, that's works better. Yeah, what's his face? The drawing poet. Yeah, what's his face? The drawing poet who wants to see this be any reality that we can see. And I don't normally rhyme three straight. Uh, my typical is two, but I'm going with the three here. Let's see. That's now. I'm not doing a poet, a poetorial, but I'm just letting you see some of the see how some of the sausage is made. Though if I was a vegan poet, I'd say some. I'd probably say what? Would I say how the soy is made? Because growing up on a beef farm, the odds of me turning vegan, yeah, or vegetarian, and pescatarian. No, I don't care for fish much. Though a good salmon steak, yeah, with potatoes and onions wrapped in foil and put on the barbecue. That's a good taste. And let's throw in tossed salad and asparagus. That's a mighty good meal. Um, and then for dessert, yeah, grapes and applesauce cake. Yeah, that's a. And for me, that would all be washed down with milk. And is it any wonder why I only have 4 viewers? Ah, he's the worst. He sucks. And it surely is a dream. The one or two have liked the idea. It's still the poet alone the idea has caught on with. As for the idea, well, I the name I'm running with right now, the working title is Hapsody. Yes, or Hap City, but so obviously it's speaking to Haps, you know. So if there was pushback on that, it would get another name, but Hapsody, Hapsody is a name that has grabbed me, the originator of the idea, for what that's worth, because all it is right now is something I've shared, and like I said, one or two people have thought, yeah, cool. Um, but it's nothing yet. I mean, I have. Well, this is a hero from Hapsody. though he'd be properly redrawn by an actual artist in the way I see it, like in my imagining. It's um because for Hapsody, yeah, I would still do some art, but well, I would do sketches. I'd create characters for it, and then they'd be properly redrawn by actual artists, or the actual artist who'd be working with me. Um, but also these two, they could be living in the surreal part of the city because this. See, Hap City as I envision it, Hap City is a city set on an Earth that, well, has some differences from ours. Like weird shit is going down, and like you've got a warring flower and clover living in the weird part of town because Hap City has 7 boroughs. New York, as I like to say, has the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, and Staten Island. Well, Hap City has 7 boroughs, and each borough is meant to be the focus of a single day and a different genre. Each borough has a different genre with an appropriate style for that genre, and the idea of that is so that the creators would have well, depending on the number of creators, like doesn't have to be just groups of 7. Uh, two two groups, 7 groups of two each, a writer and an artist. Because there's nothing stopping the idea from having 20, 20 pairs, a writer and an artist. In fact, the more there are, well, you have the potential for doing more. Because as I look at it now, I'm thinking 3 or 4 panels. So you have a week, 2 weeks, hey, even 3 weeks if you get to 21 teams. Uh, I know, slow my roll to do 3 or 4 panels because that would be going in. That would be what I think would be a good number to start with, or even just stay with 3 or 4 panels a day. Boom, consistent. So people on Haps, and hey, what is to stop us other than success and talent and, well, other than the idea of catching on, because we have the talent. Like I know there are more than 6 other writers on Haps and more than 7 artists. And I'll eat my metaphorical hat if that isn't true. Now, getting those people to embrace the idea of Hap City and be a part of it, because I'm not a secret billionaire who's here to say, okay, guys, ladies, sign on and you get, starting salary and blah blah. No, 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 no. Not a secret billionaire. So the idea would be owned by us all, and though if some entity wanted to buy the idea and just, reward us in multiple ways, hey, just throwing that out there to whomever could be listening. That secret billionaire who's among us. Hi, my name is Charles Petrie. You can reach me here. You can reach me. You can reach me at Instagram on through Artoberist or Artoberist at gmail.com. We can talk turkey. Yeah, I know that's not gonna happen. But imagine it did. Woo! Secret billionaire for the win. I like the idea. I'll give you 1 year to make it a thing. All the creators get $1,000 a month. For a strip a week. Can you do it? Can you deliver? Hell, I would deliver for that. Wouldn't you? Well, I write and draw quick. Well, I wouldn't be drawing, but I write quickly, so yeah, I could easily come up with. Yeah. So would you do 16 panels a month for $1,000? Oh yes, do your DOS, download apps, subscribe to moi. That's me, the Petrie, comma Charles. Um, and support. And for me, support is just having had or having, I don't know, four sets of eyeballs, having spent any time, eyeballs in the accompanying ears and brain and person. That's support. Commenting from the cheap seats. That's support. And yeah, the coins too. Oh yeah. So I showed you the hero. Now this is one of the civilian. This is the main my main character that I would be focusing my stories on. Martin Deerwick, a handsome little bugger, any. And this is his girlfriend, Dana Blackmore, who would be properly drawn as well and look far cuter than she does here. But I do like the hair. The hair I'd want to keep for her if she was properly redrawn. And the burrows that I've come up with that I think would that I was well the burrows that I have come up with, I've identified 6 of 7. Action, comedy, super, sci-fi, fantasy, and surreal. Now there are other genres that could be proposed, and that 6, I'm sure more than 7 will be. Yes, again, if it goes through, like if it gets beyond me, and actually, because I can write the panels, but drawing them to the quality that could help us catch some attention on Haps and beyond. Because what's to stop? Again, we can be anything. We can be big. We can grab Hollywood by the nose, and Hollywood comes and says, "Here, hey, why not?" Let's dream big. You want to dream big with me? Or you only dream big for money right now? Money yesterday. Well, yeah, that'd be nice, but money yesterday doesn't happen with ease. So, 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 so. Yeah, it's 11:30. I'm down to 36%. 4 viewers. What do you think, Fulea? You are my Fulea, my crowd. Should I cut my losses here? Well, losses. What am I losing? I mean, yeah, I have 120 viewers fewer than the last time I streamed, but I don't know what happened there. That was just maybe an amazing one-off. I knew I wasn't gonna get 124 at this time of day. But I thought I'd get more than 4. I was thinking I could get to 30, but I do I do okay on replay. So hopefully some of those 124 and 78 on replay, well, more than 78 on replay. Let's see, where do I stand on replay from that last video? $214. Wow. So the analytics tell us. What do the analytics tell us? Well, other than you suck. Oh. Yeah, I can't access them from outside, I guess. Though I should be able to, no? Anyway, well, let's do the math. It was 90. 90 replays. And 6 reactions. Cool. Oh, yeah. Let's check the menu. No, I don't want edit title. No. Delete video. No. I don't want to delete the video. Ah, yeah. 124 live views, 90 replay views, 2 awards, 64 comments, 6 reactions, earned 65 cents. Hey, for me, that's big earnings. Uh, well, guys, and I use that. Okay, people. I mean, unless there's 4 dogs who are watching. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? What? Dogs don't watch the internet? Of course they do. They just don't watch me. And I get that. Though dogs would be more likely to watch me than cats. Maybe fish, but certainly not birds. I think what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to end the broadcast here, and thank you for coming by. I hope you were at least not unentertained. I don't know if I entertained you, but I hope you weren't at least unentertained, like that I stole entertainment from your life. Entertainment that you would that I sucked all the joy from entertainment. I'm Charles Petrie. That generally works out for you that you're not. Thanks for coming by.